Hello, welcome back to FS22 Farm. It's now October. Not a lot is up and no real updates on the farm front. Farming as it is pretty steady going at the moment. All the fields are done thanks to the contractors the other month. All the gold production's done, the mine's been mined out. It has been a month since then. We have hired people down at the mine. They're actually off today, it's a Sunday, but what we are going to do is we're going to take a little trip down to the mine. They've been working hard down there. They've apparently laid a lot of tarmac, so there should be a road. And they've been processing and getting all sorts of things ready, getting everything prepped, moving equipment around, setting things up. So I'm hoping to see an improvement. Plus, we have had specialists in after we've reflooded the mine to pour an absolute ton, and it did cost a fortune, of chemicals in there to rebalance it for pretty much animals. So it's now drinkable. You can swim in it. They've planted reeds and all sorts of stuff in there to try and make it inhabitable. And soon they're going to be pouring a load of fish in there. Not a dramatic amount, but enough so a population can start. So that when it's up and running as a viable holiday site, there'll be fishing available, I'm guessing. But yeah, the plan is, that I know of, it's going to be 5 holiday homes down there. So yeah, I think that's the plan. Basically, once it's all said and done, we will get one of the holiday homes ourselves, or myself, shall I say, and then the other 4 goes to the landowner. I'm not sure exactly if he's tweaked any of the plans that we've had in place, but I thought it's best off to take a drive down there now, knowing that everybody's off because it's a Sunday, and just check it out. So the road access is via the train tracks, or the train yard. That's where the road access has been put in, so I've been told. Original plans were to come off the main drag up there, up through the trees, but for whatever reason they didn't get the permission for it. There weren't enough room, so yeah, here it is. Smooth enough tarmac. It's not overly wide, it's not a double lane carriage or anything like that, but there's enough room to get 2 vehicles down here either side if, slow down and move over. It looks good, smooth, not overly bumpy. Okay, I'm just gonna, I'll pull up here on this grass bit next to this van. Well, it's quiet, but there's a lot of vehicles about. I wonder if... oh, that's locked. No one there. That's padlocked, locked. Chairs. So yeah, I think everybody's definitely away. They've got their portaloos here, I can see. Some concrete blocks. There's some telegraph type poles or wood beams, planks, trucks. I mean, it's a solid looking tarmac, nice and firm. That's locked, so I'm guessing there's no one in. It must be that little staff area then, is it? Fair enough. But yeah, so water's been all done. Just, yeah, it's drinkable. I wouldn't recommend it, obviously, but yeah, lots of chemicals. It's cost us about 50k just to get this, bring all the water we pumped in up to natural balance. There's reeds been planted in there. These are full grown reeds type things. They've just been, I'm guessing they've been attached somehow, maybe some wire or weights. I can't say they go quite deep, and I know this is deep. So, I think I've just can't reach that rock edge. There we go, we're up. Whee! Under the... Oh, I like this willow. It goes down here, you've got the rock edge here, so there's plenty of room to sit and fish. When we get the fish put in, that is. You could sit out here all day and just... Well, you could sit here and fish. Be quite nice. Daydream almost. Yeah, very nice. I mean, just look over the edge. I mean, you could climb down, I guess, and the water level drops a bit. There's rock ledges you can get on there. That's a nice enough area. Right. So, they should have marked out, I believe they have. There we go, look. I can jump out. You can see one there. Here's the second one. They've literally just scraped the top lot off. Although you can see that the grass is trying to grow back through already. 2, 3. So here's 3 of them. I'm guessing we get to choose which whereas will go. There will be some sort of roadway around here, I'd imagine. I'll try and keep as many trees as we can. Although, I would have to say that one's got to go. Just because it's leaning in. I mean, that's leaning in pretty far. You don't want that to fall on a house. Here's another one. So this is the footprint, shall we say, of the holiday lodges. I'm not sure what that footprint's for. There's nothing for back here unless that's just a mistake. See they've got an excavator here ready. And oh, this one's been concreted. So they've already concreted one load in. Although you can see the grass is starting to creep in already. So that's not bad. I hope this isn't a roadway. It's going around the wrong way. We're not allowed to take... we're allowed to take 5% of the trees down around here. Which is why we've got to be very careful what we do. You can't really have the roadway here. Unless that's just tracks that the diggers have made. Coming back and forth. It could be. I could be completely mistaken. It could just be the trackways. But yeah, it's try and keep it as wild as we can. It's going to be back to nature around here. There's more work to be done on the end here, around the entrance to the lake. We filled it right up, thinking that the level might drop a little. Just, you know, but it doesn't seem to have dropped at all. So yeah, having proper boats on the lake may not work. I mean, they may be able to get out into the middle, but you certainly won't be able to launch them where we thought we would and straight under the bridge. But, I mean, that's just... Yeah, don't worry about that too much. So, yeah, it looks like things are coming along. Money's been well spent. The contracts have all been handed out. It don't look like they're bodging anything at the moment. So, lots of work to happen. So, there's the 5 houses that are going to be going around the lakeside there. The holiday homes. Sort of up this area, past the bridge, is going to be sort of your entrance. And excuse the train, I'll wait a moment. So yeah, the train does provide a bit of a downer on the whole situation. It only takes a few minutes to pass. It's a very long train. There's the end of it. And there it goes. So yeah, I mean the plan is to put plant load of trees down here that will grow up and sort of block out some of the noise, but also the visual side of it. We don't really want to use fencing, so yeah, as we can remove 5%. But what that also means is if we're planting, remove 5%, plant 5%, then we can remove 5% again. So the idea is to sort of thinnen some of the trees out around there and around the back, sort of right at the back of that forestry area, so we can dense this round into a sort of circular tree motion. So sort of, you know, build this forestry area up just down here, which will it'll help seclude this area. make it look a bit nicer. And yeah, we'll have all amenities here. We're not sure what we can get yet. We've got to try and find out whether or not we've got anyone that wants to come in, do a little shop, maybe a little tuck shop or something. I'm more than happy to supply bits from the farm. I'm sure Eddie's would be keen to supply some things. I actually got to speak to Eddie. He's got the container shop here. He gets quite a lot out of that. He may know someone that can run a little tuck shop down here or something when we're open. So yeah, I mean, things are coming along slowly, but well, I say that this first part is quite quick. And getting this filled weren't too bad. We're able to get the specialists in from the Environment Agency to get all this done, dusted for us, which obviously cost a pretty penny, but that was done pretty quick. It's pretty much going to take, I'd imagine, another month to get everything fully prepped. I mean, it depends if they've got enough workers, and then how the weather holds up leading into the winter. And then I'd imagine it's all shut down once the winter kicks in. I mean, again, it depends on the contractors. Some contractors work through it, but generally, I know out here it does get rather cold. I mean, we've had some -5, -6 weathers. And operating machinery that's building is not ideal in cold weather. As you put everything together in freezing cold weather, and the first bit of heat you get, everything expands, and then you're in some serious trouble. So the temperature has to be about right for those sort of things. So, you know, I understand that. We've got, I mean, this is our winter project, but it'll probably, I'd say, it take into spring before it's finished. I could be wrong, but it's looking good. So, yeah, with that being said, I'll probably, I won't see you for a month or two, and until we've got some actual stuff to do, because at the moment it is just sort of general maintenance. I mean, I've got some of the machinery that I should repair. I think my baler, for example, that's in need of some new rotors on there, and definitely need to get looking at that, because I had some trouble with it the other day. And I've also got to look at sorting out the mower, because I went to mow the other day and the blades just weren't cutting nothing. It's a little worry, actually. But it was due to rain later on in the afternoon, so I thought, yeah, well, I'll bring it in the shed and go through and have a look at it. Put it back in. I never got round to doing it. I got sidetracked. Happens quite a lot at the moment, especially as I am pretty much operating a one-man show. But I mean, that could change. I've got adverts out. You never know. I've had Eddie help. I've had contractors come in and obviously help out this summer and this harvest to sort all that out. But I can't rely on contractors all the time, because it was fine this year because we knew we had the gold supplement in us. The gold is gone. That's done. Dusted. There's not going to be any more of that. So, yeah, we've got to try and make our money stretch, which is one of the reasons why this actual building project, although it's going to cost a fair chunk, and we are obviously paying for quite a chunk of it as well, we're getting a actual fee at the end of that on a regular basis every month from a holiday home sale. So, yeah, it should be all right. And it gives us somewhere to stay if ever we have any problems at the farm. If we got a leak or anything, we can obviously, if it's being rented out at the time, we won't. But if not, at least we've got a roof over our head. And we're trying to build, all 5 homes are going to be, or the plan is to build them in the same spec we've done Eddie's. So, yeah, it should be all right. We're using pretty much the same contractors down there that we did at Eddie's. So, yeah, things are looking up for us. Until then, until I see you next time, which will be a couple of months, as I said. This has been Matty G on Restudo Farm. And, yeah, peace out. And I'm just going to pull in. Alright. Home sweet home. Oh, probably gone too far. That'll do.